Your consumer unit, or fuse box, is responsible for powering all of the circuits in your home. From ceiling lights and wall sockets to circuits that power specific items like a cooker or shower. If you experience a power cut, it may be because of a problem with the supply to your house. Or it may be due to an internal electric circuit being overloaded or being tripped by a faulty piece of equipment. By following some simple instructions, we can help you determine the cause of your power cut and get you up and running as soon as possible. Just remember to tell other members of your household before you begin. So, in the event of a power cut, firstly, locate your consumer unit. It's usually on the wall in a cupboard, utility room, or under the stairs. Open the consumer unit. It will contain individual outgoing switches, labelled according to the circuit or the part of the house they control, and an incoming main switch. You will be able to tell if one has tripped, as it will be in the off position. To reset the consumer unit, put all the switches in the on position. If it trips again, it is likely that there is an appliance in the house which is causing this. The last thing you used will most likely be the cause. If the main switch is in the off position, but the meter still has power, do the following. Put all the outgoing switches to off. Put the main switch back to on. One by one, put the outgoing switches back to on. If main switch trips during this process, then it is highly likely that there is a fault on the last outgoing switch put to on. So put this switch to off and put the main switch back to on. From the label of this outgoing switch, go to that part of the house and unplug all appliances. If you think a light has caused the circuit to trip, you will need to remove the light bulb. Then put all the switches in the consumer unit back to the on position. Plug appliances back in one by one, checking to see when the outgoing switch trips. Once you have found the appliance which is causing the outgoing switch to trip, unplug it again. This will need to be checked by an electrician. Finally, reset the consumer unit by moving all switches into the on position. You should now have power back in your home. If all switches are in the on position and power has not been restored, check whether your electricity meter is still on. If your electricity meter is showing lights and a digital reading, and you have topped up your meter if you're on pay-as-you-go, you are still receiving power, and you will need to contact your electricity supplier. If there is no display on the electricity meter, it is likely that there is a fault on the network. To check if there is an outage reported in your local area, go to Live Incidents on the GTC website and type in your postcode. To report a new outage on a GTC network, call 0800 032 6990.